Hey, what's up people, welcome to my Q-Tao guide. In today's video I'll be showing you what artifact sets to use on Q-Tao, what weapons to use on Q-Tao, and what teams that work the best with Q-Tao. With that being said, let's get into the guide. First of all, let's talk about Q-Tao's artifact sets that you will need to use. Her best set being 4-piece Crimson Witch, which will increase her pyro damage and will also increase her reaction damage such as Vaporize, Melt, Burning, and Overloaded. And another viable artifact set that can be used for Q-Tao is the Shimano set, which upon using Q-Tao's elemental skill, which will increase her normal and a charge stack damage. And you have to keep in mind you have to have 15 energy or more for its effects to work. With the artifact sets done, let's move on to the artifact stats. For Q-Tao stats, her most important stats are going to be HP and EM, or Elemental Mastery. For the EM stat, I would try and get around 100, 120. When you get enough Elemental Mastery, I would focus on getting as much HP, crit rate, and crit damage as possible for your Q-Tao. Now moving on to each different stat you need for each artifact. For the Goblet, you need Pyro damage bonus. And with the Sands, I'd go for HP percentage or go with Elemental Mastery if you do not have enough of it. And last of all, moving on to the Circular, you need crit rate or crit damage, whichever stat you're needing more of. Now going on to the weapons, the best in slot weapon for Q-Tao is going to be Staff of Homer. Being Q-Tao's signature weapon and all, it will be very useful for her, and it gives insane crit damage stats, and her passive talent is very useful towards Q-Tao. There are also other 5-star viable weapons for Q-Tao that you can use, like the Jade Spear and the Scarlet Sands, which can be 2 good weapons for Q-Tao, increasing her crit rate by a decent amount. Moving on to the 4-star weapons for Q-Tao, her best weapon is going to be Deathmatch, which will provide you with the crit rate and the extra damage for your Q-Tao. The other really good 4-star option for Q-Tao though can be Dragon's Bane, which will provide you with a lot of Elemental Mastery, which will be very good for your Q-Tao. Also, Dragon's Bane's passive skill can also be very useful towards Q-Tao. And the other weapon options for Q-Tao is going to be Blackcliff Pearl and White Tassel, which can be okay weapons for Q-Tao, but they will not be as good as the other weapons for her. Now moving on to which characters or teams work the best with Q-Tao, you're going to need a Hydro support for Q-Tao like Xingqiu or Yelan, which will be your best Hydro support for Q-Tao, which increases her damage significantly by applying Hydro to opponents very quickly, which can be very useful for your Q-Tao. Another off-field support character you can use is also Albedo, which can be very useful for Q-Tao and basically every team in the game. He's a very useful and good character. Also another off-field character that I don't think many people talk about is Fischl. Fischl is a very helpful, useful character for Q-Tao to inflict overload damage onto enemies, which can be very helpful towards your team damage. On to the next character. The next character is going to be Bennett. Bennett is a very helpful support that can boost everyone's damage on the team. Also, he can heal. Bennett's damage support also will be very helpful towards your Q-Tao's damage and skill and her elemental burst. The last character you'll want is a shield character like Zhongli or Diona to help your Q-Tao stay alive during her being at low HP for her elemental skill. Now moving on to the part of the video that I didn't mention at the start of this video is Q-Tao's talents and which ones to focus on leveling up first. With Q-Tao's talents, you will need to focus on leveling up her elemental skill first, and secondly you need to level up her normal attack, and last of all level up her elemental burst. Now I'm going to show you me clearing a floor with Q-Tao and the team. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this guide was helpful, and I thought I'd try something new with this type of video, and I hope you lot enjoyed it. I know to a lot of people that watch my TikTok videos that it's probably weird to hear my voice because it's never been heard really before, so yeah, there it is. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.